Fly, ho. Don't touch a diamond, bitch, that biting. Nigga, I'm shining. Finesse his ass so fast, diamond so bright, damn, I think I'm blinded.
Finesse
so bitch,
finesse
skirt off in the foreign. Just chill with a bitch, man, she boring. Your hoe come a line, man, I'm ignoring. And I'm sipping on lean, codeine, got me snoring. Yeah, smoking on dope, got me high. You already know that I'm fly. She mask on me, so please don't try. Sipping on lean and the brand is high. I'm touching the sky, and I just bought a brand new Audi. What's poppin' with y'all, you guys? It's your boy Nolan, Sir Bricks a lot, Sir Nil, whatever you want to call me. I just want to let y'all know, you feel me? We gonna start something new. I don't think anybody has done this live. I don't think anybody's done this live, like in a podcast or on TV or anything. But I heard it on Joe Budden's podcast. Their friends do homie court. Basically, you feel me? The homies on trial and the other homies are asking questions based upon the evidence that they have and shit like that. And it's cool because we used to do that as kids in my family. My aunt, she's a secretary of a lawyer at a law firm called Crow Morning in Los Angeles. And so whenever we would do something whenever somebody would do something that somebody else didn't like as kids, my aunt would be like, okay, we're going to take them to court. We'll take them to court. We'll set it up. And I just always remember it just being so intriguing to me. Like, I only remember one time where we really did it, but we never finished it because we were actually doing something we were actually at IHOP, you feel me? And it was getting real, real intense, you feel me? Because when you're on the stand, you feel me, you can't talk unless being spoken to, you feel me, or you can be held in contempt. And my aunt knows all of that. So when the person on the stand is talking, you feel me, my aunt's like, you can't talk though, hold on. And we're like, nah, nigga, fuck, you know what I'm saying? So it was getting too loud for IHOP, and then we actually went to go do something, went to some festival or some shit like that after. But this was when I was like 10 or some shit. And so I was watching Judge Judy just now, and I used to watch her as a kid, you feel me? But me being into psychology, I also am intrigued on, you feel me, law, you feel me? I love, Judge Judy's a boss. I just seen her this bitch was clearly lying, you feel me, to her. And so she asked her a question, and so she was like, so you clearly knew that you owed this person money or whatever. And the girl was like, yes, but, And so Judy was like, look. So she was trying to explain herself. Judge was like, be quiet. Look, you obviously knew. We're not going to even entertain your lie. You feel me? I got the text messages right here. So that shit right there literally had me thinking about putting the homies on stand. Not the homies, because I have homies, but I have different definitions. So when I say my homies, I can't say my homies. I literally just mean my two friends, my homies Elijah and Mason. I want to put them on stand, but they haven't done anything. You feel me? But I could put my friend Elijah on trial for something, but I don't know if he would want it to be broadcasted. So I don't know if I can do that type of homie court. But I just think it'll be cool because I don't know how my friends, they'll agree to it. I already know how it's gonna go. They're gonna think I'll put you on. We're gonna have trial. You feel me? A real trial. Blah blah blah. And they're gonna be like, yeah, okay. But I know once they really get on trial, it's going to be different. Once they're hit with the evidence, and you feel me? Because I'm gonna set it up to where I got a person on trial. He has a lawyer. You feel me? So my buddy is gonna have a lawyer. He's gonna either represent himself or have a lawyer. So the lawyer is gonna have to know the information and this, that, and the third. And then you're gonna have a prosecutor. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be a prosecutor, but obviously the person on trial is gonna be able to have the choice to defend themselves if they wanted a court-appointed defender. So they'll have that, and then we'll also have a judge. And the judge is always going to have the verdict. You feel me? It's not ever going to be like jurors. I'm not going to have 6 people. Fuck all of that. You feel me? I want the judge to tell me. Because in Judge Judy, you feel me? It ain't no jurors. You feel me? Fuck that. Judge Judy said, bitch, you owe this bitch
375 because of what the text message I just seen. You obviously knew you owed her 375, so now you come into court playing like you ain't know. No, bitch, you owe her 375. I don't need 6 jurors for that. So I want the judge. Like, I'll probably be the judge. I don't know, because I want to be both, you feel me? But, you feel me? This shit gonna be hard as fuck. So I want y'all to know, look forward to that, you feel me? I'm gonna ask all of the people I really know, I'm gonna ask them, like, do you have anybody you want to take to court, you feel me? Like a friend who you just want to just, like, let somebody know how you really feel about a situation without being rude, you feel me? But you just want to give them the evidence. Because honestly, that is letting other people understand why you feel a certain way about something. So if I take the homie to court because he said he's not an attention whore, right? Like, bro, you're an attention whore. If I say, bro, you just want attention, right? Or you feel me, one of the homegirls, like, oh, you just want attention, bitch. Like, you don't, that's all you want is attention. And she's like, no, I don't. So I take her to court. And she got, I don't know, and I give all of the evidence why I think she's being an attention whore. That lets her know, as well as everybody else, and everybody else meaning our other friends, it's letting them know, like, look, what I feel totally, this is how I feel about this. This is what I don't like about it. You feel me? Because the evidence, well, I guess the evidence doesn't necessarily show what you don't like. It's just the evidence. But when you feel me, you're just showing them how they are and how they've been or how they're acting. And so with that, you feel me, the person on trial, if they get convicted, you feel me, they gonna want to change that. They gonna be like, fuck, all the homies think that? Like, shit, all right, let me change up. Or, you feel me, if they don't get convicted, they gonna be like, okay, so now, okay, the homies, this is acceptable for the homies. So it's just gonna be homie court, and I just think that's an element that'll be like funny and real, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna try and have that as often as possible, you feel me? I want y'all to know I was considered a popular kid in school, but not because I wanted to. Meaning, I didn't go and talk to people. People came and talked to me. I have the problem now when my friends hit me up and be like, yo, do you know this person? I'm like, no. But they're like, oh, well, they know you. So then I'm going in my memory bank like, fuck. I really might know this person. But it's just, I don't remember because I don't talk to people. People talk to me. So if I don't talk to you, I'm not going to really remember you unless what you came to me and told me was important to me. So I don't know how often this is going to be, but this is for sure going to happen. It might take a minute for it to actually curate because like I'm going to take it serious, you feel me? I'm going to really try and dig up evidence that makes sense, you feel me? I'm gonna bring a female on there. Oh shit, I'm gonna bring a female on there and tell her I think you being a hoe, right? Like, I think you suck a lot of dick. and she gonna be like, no, but she don't know, but you feel me? I'm not gonna tell her why she on trial first, you feel me? She not gonna know until I hit record, you feel me? So no, that's not cool. But if she's willing for that, no, I'm going to let her know, actually, because most females are going to defend that. They're going to try and defend that. So that's going to happen. I'm going to bring a female on there and let her know I think she's trying to be a slut. These bitches, oh, yeah, okay. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to bring all the evidence and show her as to why I think she sucked 13 dicks last year. Rather than the 2 she's claiming she actually did suck. You feel me? And that's another thing, you feel me? We got to take this oath. We're going to seriously take an oath. And if somebody know you're lying, you're going to get called out on it. It has to be called. That's the thing. If you are appointed an appointed defender, they have to tell the truth. You feel me? They can't lie. Like, they have to be comfortable with what we're talking about. Because if they're comfortable, then they'll be able to tell the truth. You feel me? People don't tell the truth because they're not comfortable with reaction or they don't think that people will understand. But if a bitch is on there, honestly, letting me know, like, okay, you think I sucked 13 dicks last year, right? Okay, well, I know that you know 2 of my ex-boyfriends. Now, you know them personally, right? Yes, I know them personally. Now, you ask them or have they spoken to you about me? Yes, they have. Have they ever expressed that they thought I was a hoe? Have they ever said that my pussy was fucking loose? Or have they ever said my head game was immaculate to where they thought I sucked a lot of penis? What was their opinions about me sexually? And I would be honest and say, actually, they said that you were innocent. Okay, now why? So if you were told that they think I was innocent, these people who I had an intimate, you know what I'm saying? Why would you think I'm a hoe? Just because of these, you know what I'm saying? So then I'd have to. So that's what it's kind of gonna be. So that I think it'll be cool and interesting. So once again, man, it's your boy Nolan. Sir Bricks a lot, Sir Neil, whatever you want to call me. Let me know what y'all think about that. You feel me? I don't know if y'all think that's interesting. I think it is, because it'll open up the truth about people and the people who say they're your friends. You feel me? And it'll also let you know a little bit more about your friends and the people you consider your homies. You feel me? So yeah, man, that's gonna be a topic. So this is kind of like a little ad or a little intro or whatever, but well, thank y'all for tuning in, and I hope y'all enjoy the content that's coming up. Thanks, y'all. You already know, man. It's your boy Nolan, Sir Brixalot, Sir Neil, whatever you want to call me, man. It's another addition to the No Filter podcast, you know what I'm saying? The most honest, most funniest podcast, you know what I'm saying? We just keep it real light, you know what I'm saying? While we talk about some semi-serious things, you know what I'm saying? It might not be serious to other people, but it's serious to us, you know what I'm saying? But I want to first give a little shout out, you know what I'm saying? I was watching Dr. Phil, man, and like, I used to love Dr. Phil as a kid. I grew up in a household, you know what I'm saying, where like I wasn't allowed to make decisions. Not like allowed to make decisions. Well, I guess you could say that, you feel me? Like a nigga, like literally he couldn't get seconds. Like I was not allowed seconds, you feel me? Like when I say seconds, I mean for food, you feel me? I couldn't get a second serving of food. I couldn't ask if I could change the channel. Like getting the remote was a real like privilege, you feel me? Like and it just showed us discipline, you feel me? Like it was cool. And but we used to always watch Dr. Phil. Like, that's what my auntie used to always watch, you feel me? And I couldn't ask to change the channel, you feel me? She used to always watch CNN, Nancy Grace, First 48, Lifetime Movie Network, you feel me? I seen some dope-ass movies on that fucking show, that channel. And she always watched, like, Dr. Phil and Law & Order and shit. And so, like, Dr. Phil, I was always intrigued, you feel me? And now that I think about it, trying to go into psychology now, I realized that the brain and people always fascinated me, and so that's probably why I liked it as a kid. But like I'm watching it like now, and like these motherfuckers on there are crazy. Like I caught the show where they were showing like what's gonna come up next. You feel me? Like you know how like when the show goes to commercial, but it shows what's gonna happen next. So like what they show what was going on during the week, right? So I'll tell you about the episode I'm watching and then what's going to happen during the week. The episode I'm watching is with the fucking female who was held prisoner from 2 to 8 years old by her parents and who was raped by her dad from 2 to 8 years old. Right? Crazy as fuck. Only white people. Don't ask me to race. All white people shit. Also, yeah, nigga, like, you feel me? I don't care if that's racist to y'all, you feel me? We're gonna talk about that in the later episodes, but yeah, white people, y'all are subjective to crazy shit. But next episode that's gonna happen on Monday, I think, is with this female who was first she was a teacher and all of that. Now she's a shoplifting alcoholic. Like, what the fuck? And so, like, Dr. Phil is, like, screaming at this bitch on TV and told her, like, you need to grow up, lady. And, like, he was like, you need to say, I'm sick and tired of this, or you get off my stage right now. And this little white lady just crying, you feel me? And it's like, my nigga, like, this shit is crazy. And so the next episode is with the 15-year-old. It's with the 15. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. But y'all are crazy. And like white people, man, y'all get dealt like y'all. I'm sorry, y'all think we crazy. Y'all think Mexicans and blacks. Y'all think we crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. So we got this next episode with this 15-year-old white teenager, right? And it's typical shit, right? We know 15-year-olds who drink and smoke, right? But this bitch, she's white, right? So she already got a car. She already got a DUI. She already got a DUI, you feel me? She's drinking and smoking. And so they're talking to her and like she gets up and shit, uh like runs off the set. Like the shit is hilarious. And then the last thing I seen was with this family where this child died, right? They didn't give too much info, but the child died or whatever. And and I guess there were like reports from nurses that said like the fucking child's like ankle was black and bruised and shit. Like I don't know. If you hear it, it kind of sets up to where it sounds like they like did the shit on, like they were just basically neglecting the child, because like the daughter was like saying basically she thinks her parents should be like put to like the death penalty and shit. So like I don't know, y'all, like, so I just want to shout out Dr. Phil for always having the craziest white people on his shows, you feel me? Because he's a white man, and I like a white man who knows that his whole race is unstable and a very odd race, you feel me? And so I like how he's portraying that and showing the world how crazy they are. So, you feel me? Dr. Phil, you feel me? You're cool with me, you feel me? I want to shout out a couple other people, you know what I'm saying? I want to not first, so yeah. First off, shouts out my man Dr. Phil. Secondly, I wanna shout out all my hungry people out there. You feel me? And I mean fat. You feel me? Y'all cool with me? You feel me? 'Cause you know what I'm saying. No filter over here. We don't discriminate. So don't worry. You know what I'm saying. Shouts out. You know what I'm saying. Also, I want to shout out Lil B's domestic violence case victims. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a lot of songs talking about it. So, if you a victim of Lil B, just know over here at No Filter, we rocking with Lil B. We fucking with the bass god over here. You know what I'm saying? At No Filter. But I do feel your pain, and I'm sorry about that. You feel me? Lil B, he just very passionate. He a passionate being, and he's the exception, not the rule. You feel me? So, I also want to big up the people with names that are auto-corrected, you know what I'm saying, when they type them. Because it's not a normal name, you feel me? I got a friend, you feel me? Her name is Florencia. I think that's a normal name. I don't know, but we call her Floor. You feel me? But it's not, you feel me? It's not, it's not Floor. It's Flor. So when I type Floor, it says a lot of wild shit. So, I want to shout out people like that, you feel me? It's okay, you feel me? We not gonna put the blame on you, you feel me? We gonna put it on your parents. We gonna chalk that up to a bad parenting decision, you feel me? And lastly, I want to give a shout out to these insecure bitches out there that just want to find love, you feel me? You feel me? I want to let y'all know over here at No Filter, you feel me? It's okay, but y'all should get checked out, you feel me? I think y'all should go get a neuro and psychological exam, you feel me? Just to see if y'all all the way good first. Then go trying to seek relationship classes or something, you feel me? Because if you don't learn nothing from me, just learn that your mind always got to be right, you feel me? Your mind comes first. Like, I feel like when the Bible it says your body is your temple, I believe that, but I think my brain is my temple. I treat my brain, even though I smoke and all that, like I take my mind always got to be right. You feel me? And I mean, you don't even be in positive moods because of your mind. You feel me? And just so you can literally change your mood and day by just thinking about something different. So your mind always gotta be right. You feel me? So, cause if your head ain't right, you feel me? At least I think if your head ain't right, then if your head ain't right in your relationships, you feel me? They most likely are always gonna fail unless you got a nigga who's willing to deal with you and your crazy ass. But 9 times out of 10, you feel me? He's crazy too. You feel me? So them's the people I wanted to shout out. You know what I'm saying? Right now. So today I just want to talk about some random things, man. I snapshot a lot of things on my Instagram and like my Twitter and shit that I see. And so I always I ask myself like, damn, how can I implement these things that I snapshot? So I'll just talk to y'all about them. You feel me? Excuse me. So first off, I was saying, you feel me, like, so with my shout out, like I said, I shouted out the insecure people and I said y'all should get a neuro psych test. And I really believe that, you feel me? And I just feel like, I don't know, like, cause I have a friend, you feel me, like, I don't know if we can help her out. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's real, like she's great person, you feel me? But she can't be alone. And that's all I'ma really say. She can't be alone. And like she's down for anything. She's down for it all as long as she's not alone. You feel me? So me and my man was talking and he was like, man, I don't know. Can you really help something like that? You feel me? She's already fucked up. Like, the bitch is stupid. And I'm like, y'all don't know who I'm talking about. And we are the only ones who can talk like this. And we ain't gonna never talk to her in this kind of way. Well, like, we tell her she's stupid, but we don't say like, bitch, you're dumb. Like, my friend might, but I won't, you feel me? But I will tell her, you feel me? She is not sounding too intelligent at the moment. But I was saying, like, I was honest with him. I was like, nah, I don't think we can help her. I think we should just give her drugs and legally kill her off for her own good, you feel me? For population control. Like, and I tweeted that. And like, I really feel like that. Like, y'all who are like insecure and like don't feel good about yourselves, and like y'all bitches who like try and commit suicide, like, what the fuck? Like go to the doctor or the police or something and ask them, like, is there a way you can get a lethal injection? You feel? Cause like, I don't see how, like, obviously there are people who try to kill themselves and they don't die, and then they be like, oh my God, I must be here for a reason. So they change up, right? Obviously there are those people, but it takes a while. They go through like probably like very intensive therapy for a while and like some inpatient psych ward and shit just to make sure they're okay, and like given a lot of fucking pills. And so that's what I mean by when I say like they should just get given drugs so they can legally kill themselves. Because I feel like when people who are in these psych institutions, you feel me? Like, I've been in one because I took acid and I didn't know I was on acid because I was on Xanax. So Xanax makes you forget, and so I took the acid and I forgot. And so when I came down off the Xanax, I was still on the acid and started tripping, and I didn't know what was going on. So I went to the psych ward, right? And like I was in there for 3 days or 4 days or something like that. And that shit was scary as fuck because my first day I was still like tweaking, you feel me? Like, I was still like off the shits. Like, I didn't know what was going on still. But then after my first full day, I was fine. And so once I realized like fully where I was at, I was like, nah, I am not finna forever be a patient here, because there are people like the dude who I was damn, see, they got me, y'all. They already got me, and I was only there for 4 days. Don't go there. But the guy who I had to room with, I wound up talking to him a little bit. No, I didn't. Well, yeah, I did wind up speaking to him, but I didn't like speak to him. Well, actually, I did, because I don't know, man. Once listen to this nigga, it was smart, but it was crazy. Like, cause he's like, nigga, start to listen. So he's like, I walk in the room or whatever, and he's like putting his sheets on. So I guess they had just switched him to my room, because I had nobody in there for the first night. And the second day, the nigga pull up. Well, he comes in. He had already been there, right? But so I see a pack of cigarettes on his, at least I think it's a pack of cigarettes, but it's a cigarette box on a dresser, and I'm like, yo, you feel me? Like, you got some cigarettes? And he's like, nah, you feel me? These are cards. People like to steal cigarettes, so I think it's funny. So if they try and steal mine, I just know that they get a box of cards. I'm like, yo, that's pretty smart, but like, what the fuck? I was like, so do you smoke cigarettes? He was like, nah. So I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, why the fuck even have a box? Like, why don't you just have, like, why are you gonna even have cigarettes? You feel me? Just around. Anyway, that's how I knew the nigga was just off. Fully, for real. Because, see, me, I'm thinking there are people in there like me. No, these niggas are all crazy, right? So I start talking to him. I'm like, so when are you leaving, right? Niggas like, I hope in the summertime. Mind you, this is in December, y'all. This December 2016. I was in there on like the 15th, and I got out. I was in there the 16th, and I got out the 20th. Yo. So he's like, yo, so yeah, so hopefully in the summertime. I'm like, the summertime, nigga? What the fuck is wrong with you? How long you been in here? He's like, would you believe me if I told you 6 years? I said no. I said, hell no. I said, you ain't been in here for 6 years, bro. So the nigga was like, yeah, I have, man. I'm like, why? He was like, I'm not all the way right. I'm like, what you mean? And so I'm getting scared on the inside, but I don't never show that I'm scared. You feel me? I feel like I put on a pretty good poker face, but I'm scared as shit, because now I know, like, I don't know how long I'm finna be in here. The doctors keep telling me, you feel me, don't worry. You feel me, you'll be out in 2 or 3 days or whatever. But I know from what I've heard and like seen on TV, people be like left in there because they be answering questions the wrong way, or you feel me, their glucose levels might be too high, so they're like, nah, we can't release you. You feel me, until you're like, I seen it, I heard it. I was like I heard a doctor tell somebody like your levels are too high or they're too low, so we got to get them at this level before we let you out of here. And I'm like, nah. So I'm thinking, like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be in here. These niggas might finesse me. I'm black. They think I'm young and dumb, especially because of my case. They know I was off of drugs, so they might they don't even know that it was my first time doing it and that I didn't even know I did it. And like, you feel me, they're not gonna take no situation or anything into context or into consideration. You feel me? If I tell them something, they probably not gonna believe me because of the drug I was on. You feel me? Acid make you tweak and like go crazy. And so when I was on acid, I had a bad trip. Obviously, that's why I had to go to the fucking doctor, because I didn't have a good trip. So like, I'm thinking of all of this shit. I'm like, I'm not finna be in here with this nigga. You feel me? For however long I'm finna be here. And hell no, I can't be with no real crazy nigga. So like, I feel like when those people are in those institutions, I know I was saying a lot, but I needed to like give y'all the context of why I believe this. What I'm finna say, I believe that when these people are in these institutions, it's just a legal way to supervise individuals' slow death. Like, what you mean I can't get out because of my fructose levels are on the fritz? Like, nigga, what the fuck is a fructose level anyway? You feel me? I'm sure that's happened to me every day my whole life, and I ain't never been in institutions like this. You feel me? I'll be fine. You feel me? Doctors let people out with bullets in them. You feel me? Because they don't have insurance, and they live, and they take them like they're fine. So, nigga, if I can live with a bullet inside me, or with my arm still high-key broken, you feel me, and it's in a sling because I can't afford to get a whole cast, I can walk outside this institution with my fructose levels being too high. But because you're in a mental institution, they scare you and make you think that No, you can't, because you might make a decision, and the doctors will be liable, and they can't legally let you go, because if you leave and you hurt somebody or yourself, and we find out it's because your fructose levels were this way, and we already told them, and we let them go anyway. You know what I'm saying? We can get sued and go to jail, like shit like that. So they finesse you and make you think like you gotta be there and you gotta take these drugs. Like, I was in there, bro, and they made me take Seroquel. Well, they told me I had to take Seroquel. So I took it one night because I know what it was. When I went to rehab, and I'm not gonna delve into that. I'm gonna talk about that later. But I went to a rehab, and I couldn't sleep, and I knew what Seroquel was. But I didn't know it was like I knew what it did. I didn't know what it was. I knew it made me go to sleep, but I didn't know it was a psych med. So I would take, like, you feel me, a 300 milligram Seroquel and be, like, literally like I was off a Xan. And I would be able to go to sleep. You feel me? Like, I'm an insomniac, so I can't sleep. So, like, they told me I had to take Seroquel. The doctor literally prescribed me Seroquel. And I'm like, I took it one night because I was still tweaking and I couldn't sleep. That was the first night. But then the second night when I was, like, fully down off of that shit, off of that acid, I didn't take it for the whole time I was there because I'm like, no, I'm not finna let y'all legally fuck my mind up. Nah, because then I'm gonna be all loaded, and then that pill might make my fructose levels go down. Then y'all gonna tell me y'all can't let me go because my fructose levels are down, but gonna keep giving me this pill and not realize that the pill is making it happen. But by the time y'all realize it and try to switch my medicine up, I'm already too far gone. Then I'm forever fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that. So I was like, nah, bro, I'm not taking nothing y'all give me. Like, I'm cool. I can sleep. And I was fine, but I feel like that is illegal. It's just a legal way for them to supervise a slow death. You feel me? Y'all, like, these people who try to kill themselves, y'all have to go to a psych ward. You feel me? If y'all get caught in the hospital and they say, did you try to kill yourself? And you say yes, when you leave, you're going to a psych place. Like, you're not just going to go on the streets because that's not safe. You might try to hurt yourself, and they for sure don't want you to kill yourself. You feel me? They'd rather you die off of this medicine they're giving you after 10 years of taking it chronically. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I think. So I feel like y'all who are, like, insecure and y'all feel like therapy is not gonna work, or it's not, you feel like therapy isn't working, or you feel like you feel me, you just want to die, you feel like worthless in life and all that, like, go to a psych ward so you can, like, just be loaded off all the pills possible and just die. And so at least you can at least feel good while you're depressed. You feel me? Because I'm sure these depressed people, when they pop a Xan, and these people who have anxiety, when they pop a Xan, they feel great because they feel normal. You feel me? So go pop 3 Seroquels, lithium, and a Xanax, and go chill in a room or seclude yourself. You feel me? Go to a psych, because that's what you do. You feel me? They give you your medicine and then you fucking are loaded. So you go to your room and you either go to sleep or you just sitting there in a daze. You feel me? So they control you. That's all it is. So I say y'all should go do that, man. Go kill yourself. Not like that. You feel me? I know you're, oh my God, go kill yourself. But that's basically what I'm trying to say. Kill yourself, but in a legal, safer way. So I know that's probably y'all crazy. Like, oh my God, like, what the fuck? So, like, I know that's probably crazy, but that's honestly how I feel. And if you think about it, you feel me, you're doing it for their own good, because they are suffering anyway. They already hate themselves. They want to die. They done tried to kill themselves multiple times. So, I mean, they obviously don't want to be here. So, I mean, why not alleviate some of that stress by giving them some pills so they can feel a little bit better and they can sleep a little bit better at night and stop thinking about all this bad shit. And then, you know what I'm saying, they die. That's helping us with population control, because that person might not have a child yet. Boom. That's less people popping up in the world. You feel me? I'm just saying, though, if you think about it logically, that's a pretty rational way to do it. It might not be right, but it's rational, honestly. Like, you might not. I got this from a Martin episode, you feel me? And it's crazy, but it makes so much sense. I can. He was like, basically, I forget what happened. Well, I don't forget what happened. I do remember what happened, but I'm not gonna tell you out of context. But he just said, I don't. He was like, He was like, I understand it. I don't condone it, but I understand it. You feel me? And that's one thing I feel like us humans, we all gotta do and understand. Like, just because you understand the situation and like what a person did and all that in a situation doesn't mean you condone it, and doesn't mean you feel like it's right and okay. You just understand that. You just understand how a person maybe could fucking, I don't know, give a kid up for adoption. You feel me? You might not condone it and think that give like any reason is okay, but you can understand why the person did it. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's all I'm saying. You just gotta understand where I'm coming from. You feel me with this, with these insecure people? Cause like, I don't, it's just crazy. You feel me? Like y'all, if y'all don't want to be here, go kill yourself. Cause you're making it worse for others when you feel me. Like, what if a nigga try and get with you, and your weird ass think you're strong enough to be in a relationship or can handle it, then you get in a relationship, but then you're so fucking insecure that the nigga can't even stand to look at you, so he gets so angry, but he loves you because he knows that there's more to you than the insecurity. You feel me? Like, you might be loyal, loving, caring, but you just don't love yourself enough. And so when you feel like you're not appreciated enough, I don't know, you start to drink, or you're like, I'm gonna take these pills, babe, watch me. Like, just some crazy shit like that. So now he's cussing your ass out, but you say, he's verbally abusing me. Like, bitch, no, like, I'm frustrated. You feel me? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You feel me? Like... Like, nobody deserves that. You can't, like, that's fucked up for you females who do this to men, you feel me? But I understand that y'all are so fucked up, you can't even think that rational to say, hey, I can't even handle this. You feel me? So, go to a psych ward, go to the police or something and say, I want to die, but I know y'all can't, if I kill myself, I can't kill myself. I tried it 3 times, I can't kill myself. But I don't want to be here. I can't function in society. I don't want a job. I want to kill. I'm getting kind of angry now, so I want to kill niggas. I want to kill people. So what do? They gonna take you to a psych ward. You feel me? Off tops. They gonna call the doctor, and they gonna put you in a psych ward, and they gonna give you pills the same day you get there. So go do that, man. I recommend that. I want to I snapshotted this funny ass shit. I follow my nigga Essien. He went to high school. I went to his high school. I don't know him personally. I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I know him. I know because I used to see him in my high school. You feel me? He knows a lot of mutual friends, but I actually think I might have had a conversation with him. I don't know, but like, it was never in depth, obviously, because I can't remember. But this nigga is hilarious. Like, he knows my brother. And he knows a lot of my brother's friends, you feel me? He's my brother's age. My brother's only a year older than me, but, you feel me? I follow him on Twitter. We follow each other. And this nigga tweeted some fucking hilarious ass shit. He said, is head really head if she's not a teabagger? Now, look. For y'all don't know what that is, you feel me? That's when the nigga, you feel me? Y'all know how when we eat your pussy, you feel me? Like, you put your fucking pussy on our face. You feel me? That's what teabagging is. We just basically doing that to y'all. Now, if y'all, like, women might, like, some bitches think like nah, you feel me? Like, I ain't gonna do all of that. You feel me? Like, balls in the face. You feel me? Like, for real. Like, suck my balls, but let me sit them on your face. Like, just like y'all do the same thing. Y'all sit y'all pussy on our faces, so y'all teabagging too, but we teabagging because our balls are like a teabag. They dropping. You feel me? That's just for y'all who don't know. I want to literally give y'all a visual of that. So it's not head to me because if she's willing to top me while I'm just sitting down, okay, like, yeah, like, she's sucking my penis. She not giving me head. Head is when it gotta be when I don't know, man. I feel like it's the same thing, bro. So if she not doing it, she not giving me head. If she not letting me sit on her, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never even tried to do that. It ain't never crossed my mind, honestly. But now it has, and now I'm gonna ask females, like, you feel me? What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna. I'm gonna ask a female, like, or I'm gonna try and do it. I ain't gonna ask her, you feel me? But I'm gonna try and do it. And if it's a problem, you feel me? I'm gonna try and figure out what the deal is. So, and I'm gonna let her know, you feel me? I'm gonna ask, what's the difference? You sucking my balls while you're sitting down. What's the difference? So, I just want y'all to think about that. That's one thing I snapshotted. That nigga also tweeted something, or no, not him, but Adam retweeted somebody who tweeted. It said that in 48 hours we have heard about Usher having herpes for 8 years, R. Kelly's sex cult, and Kevin Hart cheating on his wife. And I'm like, all of this, like, where the fuck have I been? I'm not a social media nigga anyway, but damn. I knew about the R. Kelly shit, and I want to shout out R. Kelly too, man. That's some pimp nigga shit. This bitch is on TMZ over here. I know R. Kelly is behind the camera. She is recording herself in the corner of a room, nigga, answering questions to TMZ, or answering questions from TMZ. It's like she called in or she did a video in to TMZ, and they were asking, like, so you're not being held against your will? And she's like, oh no, nothing, never like that. But she keeps looking up, you feel me? And then the room is kind of dark and dim, so you can't really see her like very well. So if you're not paying attention, you might not even notice that her eyes are looking up, because I know I didn't when I looked at it at first. And I'm like, this nigga R. Kelly is behind the camera. This nigga hard as fuck. And the cool thing about it, you feel me, is like, it's the parents who I guess came forward and said that the daughters are being brainwashed and shit and held against their will, like, by R. Kelly. And I guess they said that their daughters are being, it's like 5 bitches R. Kelly got living with him, and they're all like 21. And this nigga got him I don't know if he got him standing in corners, but it's like he can't talk to they can't speak to him. No, this is what I heard. I heard that I'm gonna just let y'all know what I heard, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But this is the game of telephone in real life. I heard that this nigga R. Kelly gangsta ass got these bitches living in his house, but they gotta stand in front of a wall, nigga. Face the wall, and they can't speak to this nigga or nobody unless spoken to. Like, they are given directions for everything, but they are able to live in this nigga's house and shit like that, you feel me? And I'm sure, you feel me, R. Kelly ain't that fucking mean, you feel me? But that nigga might have control issues, and when he feel like he losing control of these bitches, or they talking too much, he sent all of them in a corner, and it probably might not even be all of them. It's probably just one defiant bitch, who, feel me, but who is real bad that R. Kelly trying to control. And this nigga, you feel me, you know what I'm saying, when they get out of line, or one of them get out of line, they standing in the corner for hours, you feel me? I don't know how the fuck they eat, you feel me? And I'm thinking of it like, bitch, ain't no, like, and this is to the parents, like, ain't no such thing as brainwash. Like, I don't know what that is. Like, if you're that, like, I'm gonna call it dumb. Like, you can't be that dumb to just believe. Like, I was told, no, I wasn't told, but I heard, this is a fucking phrase that everyone uses, only believe 50% of what you see and 50% of what you hear, you feel me? But I take it to a further step of only 25% of everything you see and hear, because everybody got their own agenda, you feel me? So I don't believe Like, I don't believe much, you feel me? And if I do, it's because your ass is really convincing like I am. So, like, or you're just really honest. So, like, I don't know, man. Brainwash, that's a little too far, you feel me? You giving R. Kelly too much credit. I feel like these bitches just fuck with R. Kelly, you feel me? They done heard Bump and Grind and Sex Me a million times. And they love his voice. And they seen this nigga when he was young in 94. You feel me? And them bitches is like, they like, damn, he still look the same. And they like, I want to fuck with R. Kelly. He got money, and I think I'm bad. He done like my pictures 14 times on Instagram. I'm gonna see what's popping. And when they met, R. Kelly put on the pimp's psychosis, and now these bitches is in a trance. Like, that's what what y'all niggas hating on? These bitches. You feel me? They got their own sound mind, man. They if they wanted to leave, you feel me? I'm sure, like, R. Kelly has had this case before. You feel me? He's had a case. You feel me? He likes young women. You feel me? But so I know R. Kelly is not gonna ever be in a place where he can be charged for rape or anything, or like doing anything wrong to a female physically or mentally. So he gotta make sure that these bitches is on board. So in case something do go wrong like this, you feel me, that nigga, he good, cause he got these bitches on record saying that they want to do this. So shouts out R. Kelly, man. You feel me? But Kevin Hart, I feel bad for his wife. You feel me? If this shit is true, you feel me? And I had read a little blog on it. If y'all hear it in my voice, I don't know if this is too real, but knowing Kevin Hart, nigga is an alcoholic. He said it, you feel me? He said that it was in his book or whatever, but and I know I was calling him an alcoholic a long time ago, you feel me? Because you feel me, my experiences, and I have been in rehab, and like I have learned about a lot about drug addiction. Like, that nigga is just a functioning addict, you feel me? All addicts aren't crackhead, homeless niggas on the streets, or alcoholics who fucking, you feel me, are always drunk in the house. You can't understand, you know what I'm saying? It's not always that. You feel me? Some of these niggas really can go to work and provide and make money so they can support their habit. You feel me? And they're also weekend addicts, you feel me, who only do the drug on the weekends, you feel me? They're sober the whole week, but when Friday, Saturday, and Sunday come, they're teed the fuck up. But on Monday, they right back to work, you feel me? So there are different levels and stages and types of addicts. So Kevin Hart is an alcoholic. So knowing he's an alcoholic, knowing he has cheated on his wife, I think that's what happened in his last relationship. I think he cheated on the bitch. So that nigga, those are, you feel me? And that nigga probably cheated when he was drunk. You feel me? I don't know, but that nigga probably cheated when he was drunk. So those, and alcohol and women with men, and same thing with alcohol and women when it comes to men. You feel me? Vice versa. Like, it's just, we fucking, like, that's just what it does. I don't know why. I think it's just, you become more honest. I always say sober thoughts are drunk words. So if a nigga say something to you drunk, you might want to take that more serious than you would when they're sober. They're probably lying to you sober, but when they say it drunk, they probably really mean that. You feel me? They just more open. So when a bitch has sex or is more vulnerable or more open to things, you feel me, when she's drunk, it's probably, I think it's just because they actually really want to do it in their mind. So since they're drunk, they just do it. They're more loose. So like, with that, I feel like Kevin Hart, it is possible that this nigga did cheat on his bitch, his pregnant wife, and that's just sad. You feel me? For a nigga to already have kids, you feel me, and have cheated, if he did, I'm sure he did cheat on his ex-wife, but I'm not 100% sure. But if he did, you feel me, like, nigga, like, now you got a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's pretty. She look like she hold it down. She look like she does look like the type of bitch who is like, who's gonna let this shit go. If it's true, she's not gonna just leave Kevin Hart. She gonna be like Dwayne Wade and Kobe's wife. You feel me? They gonna let this one go. But if Kevin, like, I don't know, man. Kevin, that's just sad to me, man. That's fucked up. And I think he needs to go get some help. Cause that, or you feel me? Just don't be married. Why you ain't? I don't know why men wanna. If you get pussy, like if you're rich, right, and you're in a relationship, but you would cheat. Like why? You know you're rich, so you already know you can get a bitch for no reason. You feel me? For no reason you can get a bitch. You don't have to do anything, cause you have the dollars. So knowing that, and you can't, and you don't, and you know that you are going to be attracted to multiple women in the world, and you probably can't be serious in a relationship because you can't be faithful. Why be in a relationship? Like, what is the point? Like, why can't you just make the bitches you fuck cook for you, do your laundry, this, that, and the third? Like, titles fuck everything up. I don't want to like. Obviously, I want a title if me and the female are on the same page. If me and the female both know that we love each other and want to be with each other forever, yeah, let's get married or let's call each other boyfriend and girlfriend so the fucking random strangers know that they can't get with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course that makes sense, but if you can get pussy all the time without having to be in a relationship, quote unquote, that's official, why in the world would you like make it like that? I just don't get it. Yeah, you can get pussy anywhere. You can make these bitches do whatever you want for them because the dick run the world and money run the world. So if you got good stroke and a nice size penis for the female and you got the money, like, nigga, you can make a female do anything. She'll cook for you if she's not quote unquote your girlfriend. You can slap the fuck out of them, they'll stay with you. You feel me? Like, bitches are wild. They will do anything if you got good dick game and good money. They'll stay. So if I just don't get it. I don't get why Kevin would do that, and I don't get why men would do that. And you ain't even gotta be rich. If you just got that in you to where you're handsome and you got gaff and you got game, you got finesse, you feel me? You got the gift of gab. You feel me? I don't see why the fuck they would be in relationships neither. Because it's like, you know, you can get any bitch you want because you can just speak to them in a different way than any other man can. So they're always intrigued on how you're saying. You always get to drop the pants on them. You feel me? So it's like, why in the fucking world would you be in a relationship? Because you just fucking up the female. Now, I just think it's fucked up because that's selfish. Because you're not thinking about the other person's feelings. You feel me? And I'm that type of person, you feel me? I can't just do something and deliberately know I'm fucking someone up and keep saying I care for them, you feel me? Like, I can't say I love you, but then go fucking do something else. I just got to be real with myself and say, I don't love you, I like you a lot. That's it. That's just a different word, because love is stronger than like, you feel me? If I say I like you, you are liable to be like, this nigga, he like me, but he don't like me. He don't like me enough to love me to where he might not like me when my hair is this way. So I'm gonna wear my hair this way all the time. But if I love you, you can walk around the house in any kind of hairstyle, and I'ma always love it it's just because I love you for more than just the outer part. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's more like, oh, I like you for the outs. For the outside. I think when you love a person, you see them for their inside as well. They're good and bad qualities. So for that, you know what I'm saying? I just don't see how Kevin Hart can do that if it's real. And then Usher, I'm boggled with my nigga Usher, man. I didn't know my nigga Usher was first of all getting down with that many hoes, and secondly, who the fuck gave you herpes, nigga? And who keep giving you herpes, or what kind of herpes do you have? Like, I was in rehab with this dude who had herpes on his penis. He was telling, like, he was in prison. He had been in 7 prisons. This white dude, you feel me? Scott Burfield. That's my guy. You feel me? No homo. pause for you fucking weird niggas. I don't even say no homo anymore because I just feel like you just immature as fuck. But I just had to say it for you people who don't know me. But now I'm never gonna say no homo again. You feel me? Because I've already explained it. I'm never gonna say it again. If you're immature and you think I'm gay, you feel me? Okay. And I don't say pause. Okay, run with it. But I know myself, so it ain't gonna hurt me. But anyway, this nigga had herpes on his penis. This nigga was like, yeah, man. Like, and they keep coming back. Like, I've had it for years, for like 13 years. I'm like, nigga, you're only 40. What you mean you've had it for 13 years? You feel me? Like, do the math. That's 27 years old, nigga. He said he got it from a stripper, though. I mean, a prostitute. That nigga got, he used to get a lot of prostitutes, pay for a lot of prostitutes, because the job he would have, he would never, he lived a crazy life, so, like, I'm not going to explain it, but I might one day just talk about my homie Scott, but, like, I want to get him on here, but I got to find him, you feel me? I left the rehab, so, like, that nigga, I lost all contact with him, but anyway, he said he got it from a prostitute, and it never went away. He got it at 27, and it's, like, pimples on his, like, the head of his penis, so, like, you feel me? Like, the tip of his dick got hella pimples on it. Like, he said it goes away and comes back all the time. Like, he never knows. He said it might be gone for 3 days and come back for a whole 2 weeks straight. He's like, it just happens. I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, he's like, I went to the doctor and they gave me ointment, but I stopped using the ointment. I'm like, what the fuck? So, like, Usher, you feel me? I don't know what kind of herpes he got. He got the lip herpes. And if he got the lip herpes, how the fuck you got the lip herpes for 8 years, you feel me? I thought that shit went away in like 2 weeks. If, I don't know what other type of herpes there are, you feel me? When I think herpes, I just think nasty and disgusting. Like, nigga, who are you fucking? Like, who the fuck are you fucking? Like, or how did you, because it's like, I don't think herpes just grows on you, you feel me? Like, whoever got herpes, I don't know, man. I feel like the government be giving out all types of disease for population control. So, you feel me? Niggas be having, like, I don't know, like this Zika shit and Ebola and all that shit. Like, this shit, it'll pop up and just disappear. When was the last time you heard about Zika? Where's Zika at? You feel me? Where is that at? We heard so much about it in the media. But now we don't know where it's at. Now it's as if niggas can't get Zika no more. You feel me? Like, I'm still scared. I mean, not scared, but you feel me? It's possible. So you feel me? It's one of those things that I put in my memory bank and say, okay, there's a possible chance that my child might have Zika. Like, I don't know. You feel me? My nigga might have a real baby ass neck. You feel me? And look like a turtle halfway out of his shell. Like, I don't. Nigga might look like that. So. But it's like, I feel like the government pumps us up with this type of shit. So I don't know, man. So whoever the first nigga who got herpes, however you got it, nigga, I think you got it from somebody who was given like a pill. Somebody went to the doctor for a cold and they gave him some new thing. They were like, oh, here's a new pill for him. Get your cold out in a week. Or less than a week. And the cold is gone in less than a week, but now they're contracting this fucking virus called herpes. You feel me? And their dick is getting pimples on it and they don't know how. But they're still having sex. And so now, you feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. That's how I feel like, Usher, I don't know what kind of herpes you got, but I can't shout you out, you feel me? I can't say shouts out Usher, you feel me? But shout out whatever doctor who can fix this nigga problem, because this is sad. Whoever got 8 years of herpes, you feel me? If he got herpes for 8 years on his dick, that's sad. Because I know somebody who's had herpes for 13 years, and he said it's really bad for him. You feel me? That's why he always has sex with prostitutes, because they don't care. He was like, he can't have no regular bitch, and he actually does have a girlfriend, but she's fat as fuck and insecure as shit. And like crazy as shit. Like when I like, she's taken 15 Seroquels on purpose because he was on the phone with his kid and wasn't talking to her. You feel me? Like, or wasn't paying attention to her because he's on the phone with his child. You feel me? Like, what the fuck, bitch? I'm with you all day. Leave me alone. Like, I'm talking to my kid right now. And he was on the phone and she was like, babe, look. And she had a bunch of pills in her hand. She put them in her mouth. Drank water, swallowed them. And you feel me? Like, just for attention because she's that insecure about herself and needs that much attention and appreciation. So, like, he was like, I either have to get a crazy insecure bitch like that who doesn't care, or I gotta get a prostitute who doesn't care because she cares about the money more than what's on my dick. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, that's so crazy. Like, that's sad as fuck. So if he got herpes on the dick, you feel me? I want to shout out any doctor who gets this shit under control. You feel me? And that's really where I'm at right now, you feel me, when it comes to that herpes shit. That's fucking sad, that's disgusting, you feel me, fuck all of that, you feel me, man, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, but that's about it, man, you know what I'm saying, that's what I wanted to talk about, that's what was in my, those are the things I snapshotted this week, you know what I'm saying, and I'll probably have this as a segment or something on the show called Snapshot something, I don't know what I'm saying, no filter snapshots or something, or no filtered photos or some shit like that, so make it a segment or something, just something new so y'all can always kind of expect what to come for, because with this shit, y'all not gonna know what the fuck I'm gonna come with. I'm always coming with something different, some topic that's random, that y'all are like, probably like, this nigga talking about this today, like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying, so yeah, but I wish I had more, but a lot of snapshots are memes, you feel me? Like, these memes are funny. Like, I don't know if, like, I'm sure, because these are, like, this is a newer type meme with LeBron, like, making that funny ass, face, or Gucci Mane when he's sitting on the couch with the glasses on, and it's, like, the meme where he's, like, when Bae comes back to her phone, and it's locked for 390 minutes. And he just sitting on the couch with that nonchalant ass face, like that, like, bitch, I ain't do it face, you feel me? Like, that shit is hilarious to me. Like, those are, or like, oh man, I don't know, shit is just comedy, man. Or like Joe Budden, I got a couple Joe Budden memes. Oh man, so I can't really talk about the memes, you feel me? Because it's not really much to talk about. It's just funny as fuck. But that's really about it, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for tuning in. This is another edition to the No Filter Podcast, man. And we gonna keep it rocking, you know what I'm saying? And I just thank y'all for the support, man. Just keep supporting, man, you know what I'm saying? Tell your aunties and your cousins and your boyfriends and your friends and your best friends and your associates about No Filter, man, because we just talking about shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit that y'all want to talk about but think nobody cares about, you feel me? Or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you feel me? We just gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about those subjects that are brief subjects on Instagram, you feel me? We gonna extend them and expand them on here if I think they necessary or funny to me. So, you know, that's what we doing over here, man. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to comment, man. Comment where y'all at when y'all listening to it. You feel me? Where y'all stay, where y'all from. Tell me where y'all from. If y'all agree with what I'm talking about, comment and let me know what y'all agree with. Please, for sure, let me know what y'all don't agree with or what y'all don't understand, because I feel like a lot of things a lot of things people don't agree on, they don't agree because they don't understand the person, you feel me? I'm going to tell y'all what my buddy Nick said, you feel me? He said people be listening only to respond and not listening to understand, and that was something great. I ain't never heard nothing like that. I told that nigga I'm taking that shit, because that shit is so true, you feel me? Everybody want to have the last word. They always want to be the best or the smartest in the room, so they always got something to say. And most of the time, it don't be intelligent. It don't make sense. It's just fucking dumb, and it don't correlate with anything that was said previous. So I feel like a lot of niggas just want to respond. They just want to have something to say, whether it makes sense, it's logical, or understandable or not. You feel me? Don't matter what it is. You feel me? They just want to say it rather than trying to listen to understand what the person is saying, you feel me? Because, I don't know, man, a lot of people get mad at how people say things instead of what they say, you feel me? They might say something in their statement that seems a little derogatory to a certain group of people or something like that, for example. But instead of listening to the whole message, they want to focus on, oh, nah, man. No, you got me fucked up, man. That nigga said this and that. Like, bro, fuck all of that. Did you hear that this nigga said animals, they are not humans. So people who, I don't know, man. Like, you get what I'm saying? We gotta. I was trying to make an example, but I didn't have an example off the top, so fuck it. But y'all get what I'm saying, man. We gotta learn to listen to understand rather than listening to respond. So this is another, you know what I'm saying, installment to the No Filter Podcast. Once again, it's your boy Sir Neil, Sir Bricks a Lot, Nolan, whatever you want to call me. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, continue to comment. You know what I'm saying? Respond. You feel me? Talk to me. I'll respond. You feel me? I ain't gonna not respond. This is a dialogue, so I can talk to people, so people can talk to me about things that I spoke about. Or you feel me? Y'all can tell me about topics. You feel me? Hit me in the comments with topics you want me to talk about. You know what I'm saying? All of that. So that's about it, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Sir Bricks a Lot. You know what I'm saying? For y'all niggas who are weird and say, oh, I can't hear you. That is at Sir Bricks a Lot. So that's at the at sign at S as in Sam, I as in Igloo, R as in Rodrigo, B as in boy, R as in Rodrigo, I as in Igloo, C as in cunt, K as in kangaroo, S as in Samuel, A as in apple, L as in long, O as in opposite, T as in titty. Alright? That's my Twitter and Instagram for you niggas who are weird. Alright? This is another installment to the No Filter Podcast, and we outros.
Lying entirely duet.